All right. In your own words, could you tell me who JRush actually is?
Yeah. Okay. Uh, I guess I'm just JRush. I mean, it's kind of meant different things in different time periods for sure. Uh, like during college, school, whatever. Like, I guess like the name JRush kind of came to be by like when like the gaming community, I guess, like playing Smash Bros. And traveling and like kind of being in that community for a while. And yeah, I was just kind of like a newcomer in it compared to most people, and uh, that's kind of who J Rush was at that time. Just like a gamer, I guess. It was kind of sort of as like a gamer tag, and then I wanted to, and J Rush kind of just became a second name to me, I guess. There, like people would just like not even know my actual name, just like call me like J Rush or whatever. So I just kind of liked having like another name or persona, I guess, that like kind of fit me. And then I kind of kept that going into like DJing. Uh, and I thought I kind of went through a couple DJ names too. Now I'm thinking about it, because I thought I wanted to switch it up or maybe have like a different persona, but I just kind of like J Rush as like a whole, or like as me, just kind of doing different things, and I hope people like follow, for me, Uh, so that's kind of why I like the name J Rush. I kind of kept it going, but uh, yeah, Jarish is a man of many trades, many interests. So
Okay, I like that. It started off just as a name for gaming, and you just got so comfortable with it, it fed into everything else. So now it's a part of your DJ thing. It's I guess people just know you by that name only in some cases, which is really cool.
yeah, yeah. Whether it's like from gaming or from like music, uh, yeah, it's kind of it's a part of me now. That name.
Now you've
So
branded yourself pretty well, so where like no matter what you're doing, people will just know you as JRush. It's like a nice sense of consistency, so people aren't really confused when they're trying to see what you're into, you know?
yeah, because knowing me is probably gonna be something different every couple of years.
Yeah, man, I have many
I mean, I
interests.
think yeah, I think certain stuff will stick around. Or even like I might come back to it. Like I think I might want to do like stream or like kind of like even just go to like some like old like Smash Bros tournaments, like big
Hmm.
tournaments and stuff like that. To say either say hi to some of the people that might still be there from when I was there, or kind of like be in that atmosphere again. Uh, and then wherever life takes me, if I come back to Detroit, like at least I'll have something that people remember me by at least a little bit. So leave a mark somewhere. So
100%. I like that. Like you're thinking about legacy, like way down the line. I mean, that's good though. The sooner the better. Just so like if you've got a particular thing you want to impart on a community, it's nice to have that in mind.
yeah, yeah. Smash Bros was the first kind of real passion. The first one of the first times I was really a part of something that was bigger than myself, or like something I was proud to be a part of, I guess. So yeah, leaving a mark or being memorable in some kind of way always kind of feels nice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've talked about at least like your mark and everything with the gaming community for Smash Bros. But I'm curious about that transition, but how you got into DJing.
Yeah. I think this might be part of everybody's story nowadays, but I mean, yeah, COVID was like a big shift
Mm. Oh
for
yeah.
me and for a lot of people. It was at a time where I pretty much graduated from college or was like graduating, and like I mean everything like shut down, so like we really weren't having that many in-person events or in-person tournaments anymore, or like that time being, and like uh and yeah, I mean, if like Smash Bros online is just like the worst thing ever. Like you just can't play online. It's a completely different game. So like online tournaments weren't really doing it for me, and I was kind of at that time just kind of out guess kind of starting to outgrow the community, outgrowing a little bit of streaming stuff. So I kind of spent a little bit of time with just like relaxing, kind of trying to figure out like what I actually want to do. And a friend of mine, Zach, he like uh, also is like kind of into music and thought about picking up DJing. And I've thought about it in the past, but never really gave it a full go. But you get like a little mini deck, uh, little Serato deck, and we just started playing with that. We kind of fell in love with it during like COVID time, just like messing around. So
It was nice because I did a bit of growing up, a lot of soul searching, and it looks like you found other interests that actually really worked out for you. So, I mean, COVID, some people consider it a curse, some people see it as a blessing. I don't know. I think you just have to make the most of it.
yeah, that's kind of with anything. Yeah, making the most of it. But it's yeah, I think we definitely kind of breezed by it without like it happened, and then like now like I don't know how many people actually like reflected back on it. That was a pretty big moment in time for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Worldwide
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah, I think that yeah, that's just affected a lot of people mentally or like changed people mentally. I mean, for sure for me because like I mean sidetracking a little bit, I guess, but like I just got so used to being like on Discord and like talking to people online through Zoom or whatever. I don't really my eye contact when I talk to people in person is like I think got affected by that. I'm so used to like talking in Discord or like playing a game as I'm doing something or like not looking at somebody as I talk. Like now I just do it in real life. So
Yeah. No, no
uh
kidding. I understand that as well.
yeah. Yeah.
Like I used to be averse to actually even just doing a video call just because I don't know, it'd be a little bit more awkward just because I'd have something to look at and I'd know that people are looking at me and I can't necessarily like just look all around or like walk out of the room like I'm looking at someone because I'm talking to someone.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big a deal before, but after COVID, I don't know, I was a lot less
Yeah.
comfortable with it.
Yeah. It's just like yeah, small things like that. Even just the acceleration of like now there's more people are comfortable like talking like virtually and not in real life, and it's actually just more convenient 'cause you don't have to actually meet up or like go out for drinks and like pay money and all that kind of stuff. You just like have a Zoom call and you're done. You don't have to wear pants. It's like so
I'm
uh,
sure you would prefer like just DJing, like you would much rather do that in person than kind of like zoom that in or whatever, you know?
yeah, yeah. That's a prime example. Yeah, like I mean I would want to do some Twitch streams here and there like DJing, but
Okay.
obviously like this is the community of like being together, reading the room, seeing the crowd. Uh, yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah, sure.
Okay. After this whole COVID shenanigans, when did you get your first gig? Like actually in person, not streaming, like when you were just there with your setup.
Oof. First gig. I mean, I guess technically it was like it's like parties, like baby showers and stuff. Technically.
Okay, that's where you got
Uh,
your start.
yeah. I mean, just kind of that was like some of the first times I was like actually like, playing in front of people, like not just being like a bedroom DJ, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I did that for a little bit, and then like just like house parties, birthday parties, that kind of stuff. And then my first real gig, the first one that like I'm like, oh shit, like doing this was Speaker Box downtown Detroit. I'd like been going to that place for like a while before that. It's like pretty much like a staple of like a house like techno music community in Detroit, a staple of like downtown Detroit. So it's really cool getting to play there. Uh, I did that. That was about last year, like November time. But
Oh man, time
um,
flies.
yeah, yeah, that was a cool one. That was a cool one. That was I also like streamed that one too, which was really nice. So I've been in person and online time.
So how did you actually get that gig and make that transition from someone that just went to speaker box versus someone that's actually on stage providing like a service and playing for people?
Yeah, so like I guess like the difference in that is not as crazy as you would think. I just happened to go again. I just kind of went again, and I know Tyler and Steven, some of the guys that like run the events, DJs there often, and kind of books all the people. He's like an old friend of my sister, old friend, well, good friend of mine now too. And I just, because I was just moved to Detroit in that time, I actually wanted to like start playing places in Detroit, and I was telling him that, and he was like, "Okay, when do you want to play?" And he just booked me like that night.
It's
So
that easy.
yeah, I mean, it's just being a part of the community is not like being a like consumer or like a listener in the community is like only just a step away from just like someone that plays. You just the only difference is that like you're just comfortable to play somewhere because like everyone's just like it's a person in the community, you know.
Hmm.
So uh, as long as you show out, show up, show out, show your face, and meet new people, make friends, and kind of get more involved, like you can be a part of it any way you want, really.
So anyone with an interest on getting on up on stage has a shot as long as they're just around enough, familiar enough with the environment, and just shoots their shot at the right time.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, like in the provide something, like have like your own kind of niche and like the music that you're playing or whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's it only takes one person to kind of give you a chance, give you a shot. So
Very cool. And I'm sure you got a lot of opportunities that stem just from you having that one night at Speaker Box. I'm sure a lot of doors opened up from there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people came out. It was a good time. There's like this content that comes from it from recording it, and like then you just kind of have that like in your portfolio and like your resume.
And that's a huge one, I'm sure.
So yeah, it's good. It's cool. Yeah, I mean they're so booked like all the time. It's like crazy. They book like months in advance. So like
Oh wow.
to be able to fit it in and fit you in somewhere is really cool. Yeah.
I know that you had mentioned that you had some connections already in the field. I was wondering if you think that people need that sort of thing, or if it's really just like you were saying earlier, you can just kind of be a part of the community and everyone's got a shot.
Um. Well, yeah. I mean, being a part of the community, and having those connections, kind of go hand in hand a bit. I mean, even just not even just like business partnerships, but just like friends and like you just have one friend that DJs, one that's like a photographer or whatever, and then kind of make something work together. Or
Hmm.
uh, yeah, I mean, it's just you kind of just kind of build a network, build a group of people that like inspire you. I mean, that's kind of the biggest thing I think for me is that like-minded people, people who are either doing something you want to do, doing something that you really appreciate or like really respect.
Hmm.
It's inspiring to be around people like that. So I think the biggest thing with like networking and growing a community is finding people that you appreciate and they appreciate you. Uh, and then with that you can do anything, yeah. And you kind of like grow with each other. So
Okay, no, I like that you mentioned inspiration because you can have that just amongst your peers as well. Like it doesn't need to be this super celebrity status of person where you're just like, oh, this is who I'm inspired by. It's just you're inspired by your own peers, and you guys probably push each other to be consistent, do your very best, and that's a great environment to be in. And I'm honestly like I'm super envious of having something like that. That's really cool.
yeah, yeah. Detroit's got a lot of cool people. A lot of cool people.
Was there ever like a moment where you thought to yourself like, wow, like this is it? Like I've made all these decisions, I've tried all these different things, but I really like this. Like, did you have a moment like that when DJing?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, quite a few,
Nice.
quite a few. Definitely. Uh, definitely like my first gig at Speaker Box for sure. Um, uh, just the way the crowd reacted, I just had no. I didn't think that was. I got like cheers and people dancing and like I don't know, it was just really cool. And that was like really the first time I got to like play the crowd. So that was like really rewarding to like get such a good reaction from that.
Hmm.
And that was just really fun, and all of my friends came out and stuff like that. So that was dope. I don't know. I would just say this summer has just overall been as chaotic and stressful and whatever as it was. I'm looking back as it's September 1st. Looking back on it, like that was the best summer since like 2016. Not gonna lie.
Oh
So
wow, that's high praise. Because that was the summer.
it was honestly. I don't think I. There's been some good summers.
Hmm. Oh, for sure.
There's definitely been some good years. There's been obviously better years than 2016, but like talking specifically the summer, yeah, this was up there. It was a lot going on.
With, I'm assuming you had a whole lot going on. How did you find time to like finally like, get the balance between DJing versus trying to live your regular life?
That's a good question. Part of me says I just didn't. To be quite honest, I think I had to sacrifice a few things. Um, so I think I succeeded on work, like my 9 to 5, DJing, and
Oh.
keeping myself alive. I guess I don't. I guess that's kind of it. I just kind of work. I feel bad because like I didn't really hang out with a lot of my friends, like close friends that I've had for years or whatever. Like I just like I didn't really, I guess, like talk or like hang out with too much unless they like came to the show or like they'd be like certain events whatever throughout the
Hmm.
summer like we'd meet up. But yeah, like I didn't spend a whole lot of time like hanging out. So the social definitely went out. The sleep definitely went out the door. Uh,
Oh boy.
yeah, there was no sleep. But uh, yeah, there's a lot of work honestly. And like kind of like building community, I guess was part like because I didn't really hang out with like old friends or like thing like kind of like game nights or whatever. But like I just like kind of found my own community within Detroit,
Hmm.
so that was really cool. Um, but yeah, yeah, life got kind of chaotic this summer, so I can't really say that I did.
I mean, it seems like it all paid off, like all the sacrifices you actually made. Like they weren't in vain. Like you got something very worthwhile out of it. You've grown a lot, and you've been doing a ton of work. It looks like in the DJing space, made a whole bunch of friends. Like it seems like you're doing really well out there, and it's unfortunate. Like something did have to give, but I mean, I think all in all, you made the right decision as far as like you trying new things and trying to grow in a different direction. I respect that 100%. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get a little philosophical in this podcast, but yeah.
Oh
So
boy,
I feel like
lay it on me.
yeah. Sometimes it's like the more I chase dreams, the farther I either stretch myself thin or like kind of push myself away from, but or like kind of move away from old friends and stuff like that. But uh, I
I,
feel like if I don't chase dreams, then I'm not gonna. I think I'd regret it. So I gotta do it for at least a little bit.
yeah, I mean definitely. I mean if there is room for balance, go for it. But I wouldn't say like don't let anyone keep you from your dream. Like if you see that goalpost and you can you can run towards it or you could go back and save someone's feelings, run for it, man. The choice to me is clear.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think if they're your friends, they would feel bad for being the reason you didn't reach your goals. So no, you got to do what you got to do.
It's like they probably do. I mean, I know like a lot of them feel that way. Like they're happy to see me do what I do, but this is another part of me that's a little sad about it. But uh, like you said, there's slow times. There's always ups and downs with like the just like entertainment as a whole. Like obviously the summer was like super busy, but like in the winter like, things will slow down. So there's always time.
Um, I'm curious, just because I have seen you live a few times. I've actually caught you on stream as well a little bit, but how do you prepare for a set? Because I know that there's a lot of people that would want to follow in your footsteps and do something similar to what you're doing. Not even necessarily in your style, just, being on stage. And so just any advice you might have on how you prepare for a set would be huge.
It's a lot of it's just a lot of listening. Obviously to this music, it's kind of 24/7 to be honest. Uh, Between like finding what's new, finding what's hot, um, changing up genres even sometimes. Like kind of like diving. Like one of my favorite things to do is kind of like diving in like for Juneteenth this year. I do like a Juneteenth themed party and like diving into like Afro house, Afro beat type music. It was really cool.
Okay.
And like I just kind of like uh, I mean I already like listened to stuff before, but kind of like really got deep and like finding like good tracks and stuff to play with it and like uh, yeah, it was cool. I did that when like I guess it was like a week of like serious listening and like and get that like kind of build more to it. Um, I like to have like a style of people like like a new set or something like that. I kind of work on it, but yeah, it's a lot of like exploring, which is kind of the fun for me, is exploring the new stuff, exploring like new stuff for you. That have some stuff in it, but yeah.
All right, so you just take like a week or more if you can, just to listen to all sorts of tracks. Just find what really what's pulling you, and then you could try to fit that into a set.
Yeah, especially when I had weekly, uh, weekly like shows or like
Oh, right, right.
trying to get a new one every week. Like making a new set every week is it's a lot.
So you couldn't even
Especially
replay
if
the
it's
old
like
ones. You just had to like different every week.
there would be some like overlap with tracks, like stuff that like I really liked or musicians I really liked.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, definitely not like everything mixed. And then like you just like add new stuff to it and like kind of keep it fresh, keep it new for people. Yeah.
With all the music that you've been listening to, I'm sure you've touched on a lot of different genres. Were there any that unexpectedly stood out to you that you really liked?
Unexpectedly stood out. Honestly, yeah, for sure.
Ooh, could you
I
go over
think.
that one more time? I think your mic cut out there.
Oh, Afro house, Afro beat
Okay,
type music. I went to this show around like movement time, so like around like uh not Labor Day, but what's the other one? Memorial Day.
Memorial, yeah.
Memorial Day weekend, yeah. Yeah, like I went to some like Afro beat show and I was like, wow, wait, this is like really, really good. Like I always like heard about it and like like Tyler and all that kind of stuff, but like really diving deep into it, it's like really cool music, really cool music. That for sure. And I'm just kind of beginning into like future wave, future funk stuff. So I think that might be my next set that I have this upcoming weekend. But it's a lot of like future wave is like kind of disco-y, almost like city pop,
Hmm.
but like house music, I guess. So
Oh man.
it's really cool.
I'm sure I've heard some tracks like that, but oh man, I could not for the life of me name a single one. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
sounds
It's
funky. Like I'd want to check that out for sure.
yeah, it's oh, I gotta sneeze. Yeah, no, don't, no. Yeah, it's a very it's a very subgenre kind of thing, but yeah, it's yeah, super like you can dance to it, super disco-y, super fun. So
Definitely sounds like a winner. Um, and the future though, if you're just throwing a hypothetical out, if you could do a collab with any like DJ or artist or anything, like dead or alive, who would you pick? I know it's a super broad. Just someone you really
oh
would love
wow.
to work with.
You know who I would love to work with. Okay, I guess I have like two. Is two. I mean, they're Asian artists, but either like they don't really exist anymore. But like New Jeans, like like a K-pop group. I think New Jeans is really cool. I think like their style and like their music style is like kind of really cool to like turn into like electronic or like house music. 'Cause it kind of has like a lot of inspiration from that, and it's super like funky, groovy.
Okay.
So definitely them,
New
or
Jeans.
like yeah, New Jeans, rip, but or like Fuji Kaze. He's a guess like Japanese like pop star, I guess you could say. Um, but he has like a lot of good like pop music that I think is he's like he has like a really good voice. So I think he could do well in some like different genres of like tracks and stuff like that. So that'd be really cool.
You've definitely given me some stuff that I need to look into because I'm not familiar at all. I hate to say it, but if you think this highly of them, it's worth a search.
Yeah, I mean definitely, yeah, definitely owe him more for
Oh,
sure.
oh, it happened again
Uh,
there. We lost you for a good second and a half.
oh, it could be my let me move my mic closer. But yeah, I think you might like Fuji Kaze a lot. He has a really good voice, good music and stuff like that. Good vibe. So
Okay. That's really cool though. Like you've given me something like to act on afterwards because I'm actually pretty interested in that.
yeah, yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, please send the links my way. Are there because I do want to put a focus on letting people get to know you like as a person, as an artist, and I also want to help people out that want to follow in your footsteps, just so anyone that's curious on how to start this process or just how to begin their own journey. Um, so I'm curious if you know anything, like any sort of mistakes that a new DJ might make that they would be like just unaware of, just because they don't have the experience.
Yeah, there's not many mistakes you can do, but I will say, uh, finding the right group to, I guess, like the right part of the community to be part of, and like not accepting all like every single opportunity that comes your way. I think, because for a while I had the mindset of like never turning down a gig,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but eventually, and that's like great. It's a great mindset to have for sure. Just like especially like really starting out and like seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like. But once you kind of figure out what you like and don't like, that mindset can kind of go out the window a little bit, and you can like really focus on like what fits you and like fits your brand, and what's gonna be like the most fun, uh, like either venue or like music style, or even just like the people you're like around, and the community you want to build. Making sure that's all like right and like fun for you is like really important.
Okay.
So like just kind of, I guess the mistake is like not being intentional, like where you want to be, and what you want to do. I think being intentional about where you're playing, who you're playing with, and like the people around you is like really important.
So you want to just make sure that you're in um, and a really good environment for yourself. Like, I guess it's possible to find yourself in spots that are accessible to you, but not necessarily the best fits. So just being
Yeah,
able to decide, like, okay, I don't want this, so I need to intentionally start building towards something else. That's more your style.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'd say. I mean, because for a little bit there, I kind of found playing as more of like more work than it was fun.
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
And like sometimes you see, yeah, you take a step back and kind of figure out what you want,
Hmm.
and like that's okay. That's okay to take a step back for a second and try and figure that out.
And I think that's it's really important though because if people are potentially in the wrong spot, like for one, the perfect spot for them is just waiting for them to take that leap and look for something new. And then there's also like someone else is looking for exactly what they currently have. So like if you just keep moving towards what's really right for you, everyone eventually is going to find themselves in the right spot.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree.
Has anyone ever given you, I mean, this does sound like pretty solid advice, just as far as like what not to do, but has anyone ever given you like any really solid advice musically, just as far as like how you perform or like how you kind of like read the crowd or just anything like that?
Uh, I mean, my friend Maddie, he's like a really good DJ. He's giving me like DJing tips and stuff like that, and like kind of we had like jam sessions or whatever together, and like
Oh, very
he
cool.
has like some really good like techniques and tricks like that and stuff like that. So he's giving me like definitely like the most technical advice for sure.
Hmm.
But just kind of like overall industry advice. Uh, Other than just like it being very generic, but also it kind of goes to what I was saying before, but just make sure you're having fun with it all for sure. Like uh like Ariel, my sister, she my first gig at Speaker Box, she came up to me like one of the first things she said was like you having fun? And I mean at the time, yeah, I was, but I also didn't really take it that seriously when I said it, but looking back, like making sure like this is like something whatever you're doing is like something you want to be doing and to make sure it's still something that you want to be doing. You can always have to ask yourself that because sometimes you make it lost in the sauce or whatever. So uh, just kind of keep asking yourself that because otherwise you get burnt out. So
Well, that sounds really good. Just self-evaluate every now and then so you can do those slight adjustments if you need to.
yeah,
Because a lot
definitely.
of people will find themselves just kind of coasting through, like whatever happens, happens. And it kind of goes hand in hand with your being intentional. Like if you can gauge where you are emotionally, or like if you're having fun, if you still like it, then you can make those decisions and intentionally build the future you want. So that's all really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because yeah, otherwise you get burnt out and like burnt out in a creative frame of work is like yeah, that's it's not good. So like more so than like 9 to 5 stuff.
Yeah, because you can just kind of show up, clock in. You can still do your job even if you're not feeling the passion for it. But I think
Yeah,
if you're performing or like you said, doing something creative, if the passion's not there in that moment, that it could probably show through a little bit. And so you want to make sure that you always are in the right frame of mind.
yeah, yeah, 100%.
I know you mentioned that you've got a pretty solid network out in Detroit now, and you guys have, I'm sure, gone to each other's shows and showed support or just either pass on information word of mouth to other people. Do you have any other things that just advice on how other people in the area could help or just like help each other grow? Like if you know other creators or if you know other DJs, what are you guys all really doing to prop each other up?
Yeah, for me, it's like not even just DJs, but like I mean, yeah, the other forms of creativity, like either photography or uh, streaming, blogging, vlogging. Uh, you just kind of all think about each other, or like even like vendors things. Like I have some friends that like he does like a taco stand, Sally B's tacos. My friend Haley, she does like she make you can like make like clay magnets or whatever, and just kind of thinking about people whenever like if I was to have like an event, like I would think about those people first. Uh, so I think just kind of like just like collaborating whenever like you're trying to do stuff or like you want something that you don't first think to like Amazon or AI, but like, think about something like more local and like within the community to like help with food or like entertainment or like whatever it could be. So um, like use the resources that you have in the community first. I think is like the biggest.
Hmm, that's really good.
So
It's nice to think about it like that because there's kind of incentive to grow your community as well. If
yeah,
you've got an event going on, you could really use a photographer. You could either reach out to the photographer in your community, or if you don't, like that can push you to maybe then look outwards and find someone, network with them if things are nice, and boom, you got a new person in there. And
yeah,
I think that's actually really cool because it begs the question of like how far that can really go. So I know things are kind of in the early stages, but like down the line, I don't know. I've got high hopes and I'm excited to see where you go with it all.
yeah. I mean that's how a lot of things start is like super community driven, and then that gets people looking at it, gets eyes on it. So yeah, you're totally right. I'm excited to see where we go too. I'm not really sure where I'll be this time next year, but yeah, we'll see. We'll
At
see.
the very least, you'll be doing something you want to be doing. So, and we'll take
At
that.
the very least, yeah. Yeah. I guess hopefully if everything goes right, yeah.
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 For anyone that wants to follow along in this journey and kind of wants to see what you get up to, or just see what your community is doing these days, how can they get in contact, or how can they see what's going on?
Yeah. Where all of the interests kind of collide is Instagram for sure. That's kind of where you get to know me, where you get to kind of see what's going on in like Detroit and the community, and get to see what's going on like with like what I'm doing, DJ wise or whatever that may be. So yeah, Instagram like JRush. Uh, yeah, follow me there, and then you'll like see my Twitch and all that other stuff there. So
Okay, no, that's good. So Instagram is the main hub, though, if they want the majority of information, like for all things JRush.
yeah, yeah, that's where they go. IG.
All right, sounds good. Do you have anything going on, like coming up soon, or any projects you're working on?
Yeah. It's a few private events. I'm playing at Double O. I forget actually when. Sometime in, sometime this month. Actually, at the end of this month. Um, or Double Zero, whatever. It's in Werloke, little club out there.
Okay.
So I'll be there with Pixie. Actually, do I think we'll be doing a Pixie Rush set there. So that'd be cool. Uh, I am playing Speaker Box around my birthday, but that's in January, so that's quite a ways out. But uh, like I said, there's like booked so far out. But I think it'd be cool like around my birthday to have like some kind of like birthday event there. So, um, but yeah, that's about it for me. There's gonna be obviously more stuff in between, but there's still no so
Right. Okay. And for anyone, again, if they want to follow you and see what's going on in your journey, just your JRush Instagram, or what's it called again?
J Corley Rush,
Gotcha.
JCorleyRush. Yeah.
All right, that's perfect. I'm sure the people are gonna love you, and whatever you get up to, I know you're gonna be successful. So,
Oh,
thank you for your
thank you.
time, though, man. I really appreciate having you on.
Yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks.